Hello and welcome everyone again to another video. And today's video we are going to show you the champions that I do recommend you to build for Sintranos. We are at rotation 5. So today rotation 5 started and it's actually slightly better than rotation 4. I think rotation 3 was by far the easiest. Rotation 1 was the second easiest. And before we start anything, let's just go and look at Amus, because this is where we just build these champions. So if you have Cardiel, any ally attack, you could cheese it with Cardiel plus Fushan. Fushan is eligible to be used here, but I don't have one. So we're just going to go through the classic way with we just block heal reduction. So we just go and choose our where's the debuff? Heal reduction. So on the heal reduction, Venomage is eligible. This is actually extremely nice. Whenever Venomage is eligible, that's like just you're gonna cheese it. I was hoping that this guy would be the only one that is eligible to be used, because he is kind of nice. Like, he has 60% double hit, and he also have counter attack. So I'm like, I was waiting for what's his name, Berdal, to be eligible to be used in Sintranos. But since we can use Venomage, there is no reason to use him. But if you don't have Venomage, this is your like heal reduction champion. And to be fair, like, look how many heal reduction champions I saved. All of these heal reduction champions, I was like, okay, all of them. I was like, maybe next rotation. And then one rotation came out and all of them are eligible. Like everything except Morrigan and Minaya. Minaya was kind of a beast, to be honest, to beat the boss, Amus. Because she just like her entire kit is designed to beat it. But the best block debuff champion is actually Archbishop Penthroy, for multiple reasons. One, he has accuracy. 2, block heal reduction. 3, he has heal plus a shield. 4, he transfers his debuffs into Amus. He reflect those debuffs back, so if you increase your defense, he will reflect them. It's not that useful, but pretty much his A1, A2, A3, and his aura are literally solid for this boss. So this is number 1. I'm going to assume I'm going to actually use both. I like to use 2 heat reduction champions. After that, I always like to use a block debuff champion. So if we have a block debuff, we have many options. So Pythion is one of the best cleansers against Amus, because of his passive, where like the more buffs you have, the less damage you will take. But if you don't have Pythion, you could use this guy, Alatrion. Alatrion is kind of a better shielded champion, but Pythion is a better like tank, you know. He's a better tank because he heals, damage mitigation, and this stuff. But to be fair, I'm just going to use Cardiel. After that, all you need is just Brimstone. The more Brimstone you have, the better you need. You need Brimstone, you need Poison, you need Decrease Attack. So the most important one now, after those, we need Decrease Attack. So what is the debuffs? Decrease Attack. And we can use Artak. Artak is actually amazing because he's going to provide us with Brimstone. He is 4-star Awakening on my account. I wish I went for the 5th star. This is like the most thing I regret on raid. I did not go for his 5th star. And at this point, literally, you could do whatever you want. If you don't have Artak and you have Corvus is nice because of his passive as well, where like decrease the damage enemies under poison debuff inflict. So we have 25% damage mitigation, we have defense aura, and we have decrease attack on his A1. It's 50% chance, but it's A1. Like, who cares, right? So you could just A1. If you don't have him, you could use good old Jereg. Jereg is actually insane against bosses for his passive. Whenever someone take damage, he's going to put he's going to put continuous heal. He has a high percent chance to land the decrease attack on an A1 with a decent aura, 33% HP in all battles. That's like a legendary aura, and he has a legendary HP like 33k. So pretty much that's it for Amus. So here, Poison and Brimstone. So you could just do this. You could also, if you have ally protection, you could just bring ally protection to help with damage mitigation. But honestly, I don't bring ally protection. I just don't like it against the boss. just make it's just kind of awkward because one of my champions will need to take more damage. So I like to use ally protection whenever the ally protection champion has a very high awakening, like 5-6 star, but nothing below. So this is for Amus. But now moving into the second stages to look at. Okay, key number 1, which is this one. You could actually duo it with just those two. Those two will be able to clap him. So key number 2, we have 1, 2. So we need a provoke here. If we do have a provoke, what's the debuff? Do we have provoke? We have Bibble the Thorn, and we have what's his name? Missionary. I was like Bishop. I don't know why I wanted to say Bishop. Yeah, missionary. Okay, don't laugh. So after that, all you need is just damage. The more damage you bring, the better. So any damage option is good, and I always love to use those two. Razelvarg plus Wukong, they just do insane amount of damage. Like any boss where you could use them, I just stick them there. That's the second key. The third key. So we have the stupid poison dragon, stupid spider with dragon. And this one, usually whenever you see this spider, just bring a bolster champion and try to burst it as much as possible. So we can use Newt. That's an easy way. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we have a poison champion? Do we even care about poison at this point? Or like we're just going to like a brutal force it? Because to be honest, we can just let's see if we have debuff poison. We don't have any poison. Not like we do need the poison. Oh wait, we can use a Staltis. So Staltis, I am sure they can do it, okay? But don't make it hard on them. So just bring something with a life protection. Jereg here with, again, Jereg, whenever you could use him, use him. Jereg with bolstered set, he will be able to tank the poison from Newt, be on the shield, and then ally protection. So he's going to die first, and in the meantime, Newt can just smash the bosses while Staltis just duo them, to be honest. And Staltis will be able to deflect poison back on both bosses, and that should be able to do it. So now we talked about the 3 keys and Amus. So the second, now we're moving into the most awkward area. S4, S6, S8. Those are like the thing that Plarium started manipulating, because they are kind of like, there is no other way to go into Soul Cross without them. So S4, you can use Whisper, Arbiter, Elhain, pretty much those 3, just they can try it. You actually don't need anything. You can use Quintus if you have him. Iron Twin. So Iron Twin, Cardi, more heal, more life protection, Duchess if you have it. To be honest, Helicat, I think Helicat can just do it with an HP burn champion. So let's look up debuffs, and we need HP burn. So I don't think you have. Okay, we can't say. Okay, we can. Yeah, Drexar. Yeah, if you have Drexar belt, Drexar can just cheese it because of his passive. Whenever he's hit, he has high % chance. Talking about 65, 75, 80% chance with the mastery to place HP burn whenever he's hit. So similar to, I would say he's like close to Geomancer level, but Geomancer has more damage from deflecting the HP burn. Sorry, from deflecting the damage plus HP burn. So any of these should be able to do it. Now S6, which is the like usually like the one that they actually troll us with. If you have Martyr, I think you're just gonna do it, okay? Because Martyr gonna provoke, then decrease attack, then like just solo it. But again, you can use Newt, you can use Morag. Morag is insane for Soul Cross. I built my Morag like last rotation, and any stage where I could use Morag is actually like it's just I finish it pretty fast. You could use Huskarl. Huskarl probably the most underrated epic. He has a stun on 2 abilities. Like I think it's his A2 3 turns AUE with 75% chance to stun and decrease the turn meter if the stun is landed. And then his A1 has a chance to stun, and his passive, he is immune to stun, and his other ability removes stun. I think it's faction. Yeah, it's faction. He has some good stats as well. So if you are able to make 2 Husker rolls, that's actually worth it, because I think there was a stage like there is an annoying stage in rotation 3 and there's another one in rotation 4. So if you are able to build 2 Husker roll, you can just cheese your way through it. Rock Breaker, yeah, his name is Rock Breaker. Rock Breaker is actually also insane in Sintranos, because his passive, okay, he has a provoke on a 3-turn cooldown with counter attack, and his A1, whenever increase this champion's defense by 4 each time this skill is used, stack up to 20%. So in 3 seconds, he will do 20% more damage, and he has an aura in arena, so that doesn't matter. And he has a passive 25% chance goes to 50, decreasing the damage inflicted on this champion by 50% on each time this champion is attacked. So 50% chance, decreasing the damage by 50% every time someone attack him. S8 I think was the most annoying stage in rotation 3, and I could see it being more annoying in rotation 5. So miscreated Daihi, Mistrider Daihi. That's an easy no-brainer choice. Zargala, another no-brainer choice. This rare is actually worth building. I think he has decreases speed and increases speed, and he has a passive where if he 50% chance granting extra whenever this champion plays decreases speed debuff on 3 or more enemies. So it's a 3-turn cooldown. Whenever you use this, you land decreases speed on 3 or more enemies, and it's 100% by the way. He will get another turn, and he places increased accuracy, and he double attack, decrease the target turn meter with a chance, decrease the speed as if they are under decrease the speed, place the champion, decrease the target turn meter by 10% instead. So it's 35%, that goes to 50 by 5. So yeah, if you are able to build him, he's actually very, very nice. So I'm going to assume 1, 2, 3, 4. Ironclad is good whenever there is a heal champion. Does this champion heal? I mean, this is a reviver, right? But he doesn't heal, as far as I remember. Yeah, he doesn't heal. So Ironclad is good whenever you have a champion that does heal, because whenever Ironclad is healed, he attack everyone with the surplus amount of heal. So usually you put him with a healer, and every turn, once per turn, every time you heal him, you put him in a stun set, and then he will just stun. Since we don't have a healer, I don't see a reason to build him, but you could build Dudan, because he has taunt, strengthening, counter attack, and his A1 isn't bad, removing a random debuff from an ally. So every time he attack with his A1, which is he's supposed to do a lot because he's gonna taunt. So every time he A1, he's going to cleanse a debuff from one ally, and he plays a shield equal to 15% of the champion max, and increase the duration for all buffs by 1 turn. So it's a 4 turns cooldown, which is annoying, but he's an epic. You can't just have everything you want in this game. That's how Plarium designed it. If it's an epic, you don't get what you ask for. If you don't have a Dudant, I think this guy can do it, as I think he's a freeze provoker. Increase the speed, increase attack. Attack 3, True Fear. Oh, it's a True Fear. And he has a freeze on A1 with double hitter. So any of these, like, I think those two are kind of your best way to do it. And then anything else is optional, like to use. But I think Dudan is the best support here. This guy is the only reviver I could see. Yeah, I mean, 5-man should do it, but yeah. Like 4-man should do it, but I think this is how I'm going to be playing this stage. Now moving into the next one, which is the S9, which is the gate for Soul Cross. So all you need is a reviver that is a red affinity if possible. So do we have a reviver that's red affinity? We do have Ryan the Conjurer. So Ryan is actually amazing because he is positive affinity, which means that the boss will never crit on him. So if you build him tanky enough, he will survive every hit. Like, he will survive the nuke. If you don't have him, you need a revive on death. Do we have any revive on death? So you go to buffs. What's revive on death? Is this one AoE? Attack one enemy, revive on death on this champion for 2 turns. Does she have poison? She doesn't have poison. Okay, so that's not worth using, to be honest. So yeah, this is the way you're gonna be doing it with bad Alcazar if you have one, just so you can heal, and the heal should be able to remove the heal should be able to remove the decreased max HP. And now all you need is a good HP burn champion. Last time I made a guide about this, I used Ninja, and then most of the comments were like a bit aggressive. Someone said you suck. I'm like, what? Why? I'm actually making a guide to help you. And then I found out like, oh, people just don't like seeing Ninja in a video. So I think that's understandable. HP button champion. Okay, we have Brogni and we have Mr. Crypt King Graal. It's a 70% without booked on 4 turns. That's kind of annoying, but he has decreased attack. Has percent chance that the target is under HP burn. I think I'm just going to use those, to be honest. Brogni doesn't have the biggest chance in the world. It's 45 plus 15, that's 60, and it's an A1. So it might not be the fastest, but this stage is always slow, okay? This stage is always slow. Now moving into the most important stage, which is the Fire Knight one, because it gives you 1,000 coins. So we see Rwanda, we pick Rwanda because she is a freak when it comes to multi-hitting. If you don't have Rwanda belt, you could use... okay, I'm sorry, I apologize for suggesting that. We see Morrigan. I think Morrigan is worth using it because of her passive, so she will be able to put heal reduction on the Fire Knight all the time, which means you could just kill it over time. And I see we could use Venom Mage, and Venom Mage is actually decent for Fire Knight because poison, activate poison, heal reduction, all of these, and he has some damage mitigation method where if he lands poison, enemy under HP heal reduction inflict 15% less damage, and it doesn't have to be his heal reduction. So the Fire Knight will always do less damage. Now we just need multi-hitters. Do we have any increased defense champion? We do have Otsala, and Otsala has increased defense hit. So if you get the if you go here, what is Otsala? If you get this yeah, faultless defense. If you get it, you will get 5 attacks every time there's an increased defense. You know what? Let me just use it right now. Okay, we're going to use faultless defense because whenever there's increased defense, you're gonna reflect 5 back. So now you need a reflect damage beside that. So I think there is only one reflect damage at champion, and he is a login champion, lordly legendary. He is actually a must build. Guys, believe it or not, he is actually a must build if you don't have those cheesy champions such as Goral and other stuff. Why? Okay, if you are using Morrigan, Morrigan is going to put heal reduction, and look at his A1. Attack 2 times. Place an extra hit if the target is under heal reduction 50%. But if it's 100%, there is 2 more. So he attacks 4 times on his A1. If you have him on Phantom Touch, he will attack 5 times. That's insane amount of hits, and that will help you just to cheese your way through the shield. His A2, he has decreased speed, but we don't care, we already have that. His A3, he places reflect damage and continuous heal buff on all allies for 2 turns. So whenever the shield is not up, the shield is about to be back, you can just put reflect damage, and reflect damage will give you a hit on every champion that you have it on. So if you have 5 champions here, okay, let's say we have 5 champions here, so we have 5 hits from faultless defense, 5 from reflect damage, and then all you need is 8 more. So Stagnite can just double hit. Here we have double hit. Here we can just increase the speed and attack back again, and then you should be able to get through the boss just by throwing some poison here and there. If you don't have Morrigan, you could actually just use Nekmothar with Venom Mage. They should be able to do the same job technically, except that Morrigan is nicer since she places heal reduction at the beginning of the turn, which means right before the Fire Knight put the shield, there will be heal reduction on him. Using good old Minaya is actually great on any boss you could use her for, because she has an insane heal and continuous heal continuous heal on A1. And a massive, and she can put block buffs and a shield on A3 plus a speed aura. I think that's all the important stages. Yes, you could talk about, there is an argument that S15 is important one, but these are just like usually like paywalled. Like look at the champion, Akrisia. Blizzard is okay. We can use Blizzard. We could use Venom. What's his name? Geomancer. Oh, we can use Morak, which is actually nice. And by the way, here I think there is what's his name? The Undead Epic. That's ally attack, which I don't have. You could use him, and I regret feeding him because last rotation he was the only one eligible for the double bosses, the spider, the Frost Spider, and the Fire Knight one. This guy here. Yeah, he was the only ally attacker. He is the worst ally attacker probably, but he was the only eligible one, so you have to use him. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Thank you so much everyone for watching. This is the end of the video. If you guys like this video, please leave a like. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, and see you in the next video. Peace.